Let's do some horse training today. Well, actually, let's do some people training today. I got stuff to talk about. So, this right here is Twister. Come on. What are you doing? She's done that her whole life. Where? Okay, we're going to, she doesn't know where I want her. Ho. So, this is Twister. So let's talk about the horses. On my channel, there's two of them. There's Twister, who I'm on, and her baby. Oh. So this is Twister. I'm trying to think of her paper name, and I can't. Peppy Sand Badger. So this is Twister. Get ready to, you gotta get ready to bronc them out, man. Ooh. You gotta get ready to buck them. So that's the first thing you do when you get on a horse is you get ready to buck them. Twister. That's the star of the show today. And then over there's Cyclone, barn name, Chick. So Twister's dad's name was Tornado. So we got Tornado, Twister, and Cyclone. So I need to have another horse because we got to have the Hurricane. We can't go without the Hurricane. So that's how the horses got their names. And she's 15 years old this year. So this is her 15-year-old year, as they would say in horse terms. Woo! Chick, the Cyclone, is her 3-year-old year. And so I'm not new to horses anymore, but I was in my 40s. I was new to horses. I'm like, my life's not hard enough. I roof houses. Let's get horses. So I didn't know nothing about them. So now, one of the things that I've noticed is people don't have broke horses. Okay, let's just go with that. So what happens is I'm riding my horses around. I just do whatever, and then when I was trail riding, somebody asked me if they could lope their horse. And I was like, I don't care if you lope your horse. But what it is because the horses are the way they are and people don't ride broke horses, they go a little bit nuts if a horse takes off or runs by them or runs up to them. Because I was loping across the field doing a regular lope and up to some people. Not anything, just normal. Well, I'll just show you. Let's just do a lope. Just like this. So I'm just loping. Maybe a little bit faster than this. Maybe about this speed. I'm loping up to some people. I'm 100, 200 yards across the field from them, and I'm just loping up to them. This is years ago, and I was like, they were like, oh, don't do that. And I'm like, don't do what? I didn't even know what I did. They're like, don't run up on horses like that. And I'm like, get a broke horse. I don't know. But then I was trail riding, and I was like, somebody asked me to lope their horse, and if they're with the horses and you don't have a broke horse, and then a horse takes off running, they get crazy. And so then, You know, I'm at horse shows with my horses, doing reining, the willingly guided. Okay, willingly guided with the least amount of difficulty. And this is willingly guided as long as nobody's doing nothing. So it's like I'll be at a horse show starting my horse, the baby, or even starting her. Then I had a stallion, a 2-year-old stallion, 3-year-old, whatever, and I was at the horse show with them, and I'll be doing stuff, right? And people are like, don't do that. People are getting ready to show their horse. And I'm like, well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing, stuff to get my horses ready to show. And it's like, I'm like, well, don't people do I mean, in this part of getting them ready to show so that they can mentally handle things happening around them, so they're willingly guided? They're willingly guided as long as everything's perfect. As soon as somebody drives a tractor by them, somebody dumps a bucket of water, somebody pushes a wheelbarrow by them, rides a pedal bike by them. Pedal bike's a big deal. That's why I brought that one up. That's the thing. You know, and it's like, get your horse broke. I got the 3-year-old I'm riding, her baby, and you do whatever you want. I don't care. If she does do anything, I would like a heads up if you're going to shoot a gun or something. But if she does anything, I can handle her. I know how to handle her. I would like to think she wouldn't do anything, but if she does, I can get a hold of my horse and handle whatever situation I'm in. And so with her mom, I was at MSU in the pavilion, riding in the arena. Just a free ride. Everybody was in there. And this pony came in. And I was at a Western Pleasure show. So I'm just in there for the heat in the winter. It's like very cheap to go ride there in the winter and do these horse shows, like 10, 20 bucks. Cheap, and it's heated. So I'm like, I'm going to go ride in the barn. And there's probably, I don't know, 30 horses in there. I don't even remember. A lot of horses. And this little pony came in. I mean, I was all the way on the other side of the arena, and that horse came in the gate, you know, as far away from it as I could be. And I don't know this for a fact, but I'm just saying that pony came in and she lost her mind. I mean, to the point to where it was all I could do to get her out of there. She's a handful, and I'm telling you what, it's all I could do to get her out of there. And I'm not at a barrel race where that's normal, or a rope, you know, the rodeos where horses do some, you know, you kind of fit in when your horse goes a little nuts. At the reining shows, you know, reining horses are performance horses. The roping horses and all the rodeo horses are performance horses. Barrel horses, you know, they're performance horses. So when your horse gets a little bit frisky, you fit in. Western Pleasure, not performance horses. Okay, them are like, we're not performing any miracles on these horses. We're just walk, trot, lope. And so I was not fitting in. I did a pretty good job of getting her out of there, but just saying, you know, you just never know when a horse, like she's done that to me she's 15 this year. I got her when she was 2. So over the 13 years that I've had her, I've had situations come up where I could not handle her. I had one time when I was getting ready to trail ride with the stud, you know, the mare, stud, gonna go trail riding. Well, the stud was perfect because I had put so much time into him. And her, I had to ride her. I've spent about 20 minutes ground working her in this field where we parked. And I tell you, I had the field plowed into just dirt. But I had to ride her down the trail like this. And every time I gave her her head back, she would be snorty, like not controllable. So I was riding her on the trail, and I pull her head around like this, like that, and that's how I rode her pretty much the whole time. And every time I tried to give her her head back and ride her normal, but she wouldn't let me. And I spent 20 minutes, lunging her, trying to let her get some steam off, and all she did was tear all the lawn up. It was 20 minutes of just total chaos. She was unglued. And then I was like, let's just go ride. And so then I just rode her down the trail with her head to her shoulder, and she never let me give it back. So it's just like, when you, like, that's just horses, like with her specifically, teaching me that, some days, I don't know, she could have been in heat, but then if she was in heat, why didn't the stallion acting like that? Well, I had a lot of time into the stallion, and he minded pretty good. I mean, he didn't mind pretty good, he minded, period. And I hadn't put a lot of work into her because I was doing all my work into him. But that's just talking about stuff. Like, sometimes it doesn't matter how broke your horse is. They're out of control, I guess is what my point was. And you need to know how to handle it. I mean, if you got a horse like mine specifically, how she is at times over the 13 years I've had her, I could handle her. And if I couldn't, I would get a different horse, because that's what you do. You don't say, well, this horse might kill me, I'm going to keep it. I'm like, I got to be able to handle my horse. And she don't really buck. She bucked one time. She does. She bucked in Florida last year, a little bit. But she don't buck in a way to get you off. It's really easy to ride her buck. What her danger is a rollback. If you're on her and I'm going this way and something spooks her, she will do a rollback so fast, it will leave you in. That's what's dangerous. That's the dangerous thing with her. And she doesn't take off running or nothing. She just does a rollback and then just stops pretty much right there. But you can't really, there's nothing you can do to stay on it if she does, and you're probably thinking, oh, I could stay on it. Well, maybe you could, but I would bet money you couldn't, because she did a rollback with me on her, and I had my hand on the saddle horn because of how she was acting. So I was ready. I was like sitting on her, ready for her to do a rollback. And she rolled back on me so fast and so hard that I couldn't react fast enough just to close my hand around the horn. She was like this, and she rolled back over here, and I was here in the air. I was in the air looking at my horse, not even coming down yet. I wasn't even coming down yet in the air, and she was over here, and I was like, I was scared. I landed on my feet right next to her. I was just like scared and excited. This was a lot of years ago. She was young. And I was scared and excited because of how, you got to have some athletic ability to do that. And she did it. So that's get a broke horse. And if you can't handle your horse when she ain't being broke, get a different horse. Because she's 15 years old and still, I can get on her and just, she just rides. But she gets happy. But this is how she rides. And all I'm doing is getting her in shape, and there's a spot over here because the other horse stepped in and did the same thing. But We'll just loping her out. You don't really have to have any kind of skill to ride her because she just does it. Like, see, I just turned right there. So then, oh, the saddle's getting crooked. So that's just talking about get a broke horse and how try to circle like this on your horse in a perfect circle. Can you do that? It's hard to do. I mean, she makes it look easy, but and then take your foot off and just do a circle in one spot. And she's pretty well broke. I'm just getting her warmed up. Come on. We ain't doing a just starting her, getting her juiced up. So basically, what I was going to do last year, is ride her, and get practiced up to ride the baby. Come on, you're not riding right. And get practice so I could ride the baby. And I did not do that. So now I'm doing it. See how good she is? She's pretty solid. So that was accidentally on purpose what I did. So I'm just getting her in shape, riding her around. I don't really have to teach her nothing. I just got to tune her up. I got to stay in the camera. Okay, let's get moving. Let's do some riding. This horse rides so good. Woo! You gotta pick your feet up. I just said she rides so good and then she doesn't pick her feet up. What the hell? Pick your damn feet up. Oh. Need to till this ground so it's all evened out. So I'm getting her tuned up. We're tuning the race car. Got to put some new gas in it. Oh, saddle. Had to put some new gas in it. So I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, how good she rides. Oh, I love riding this horse. She is so good. I mean, wow. So you get on her, ain't rode her in 6 months. I mean, yeah, pretty much 6 months. I think I got 3 days, 3 rides on her. And basically just me trying to remember how to ride her now. I got her heart beating pretty good. I gave her a bath today and put her outside with no blanket, and she did not roll. We have a miracle. So, see how she's spinning. Ooh. So I got to get ready. We got to get some speed to that, but spin to win. She's spinning pretty good. Oh. So that's basically all I'm doing is loping her both ways, spinning her both ways, doing a little back up, just kind of getting her back in shape. Oh. So I basically can ride her without the reins. I can do a left and right lead departure, spin her left and right, do pretty much anything on her without the reins. You know why? I tell people this all the time. Because I was so bad, I'm going to ride her again. Because I was so bad, I couldn't touch the reins because of my hands were. Anyway, that's the horse. That's her, where she's at, what we're doing. That was some pretty good riding. I liked it.